The story I've decided to write about is named Hatchet. This story is filled with massive character development as you see as it will go on. This video will have spoilers in it, so do be warned. Here we go. Our story starts off with our character Brian on a flight path to Canada to see his now divorced dad. Once Brian is flying for about an hour or so, the pilot then has a heart attack on board. Now he is left with only two options: to attempt to fly the plane or to die. Brian does the smart option and begins to fly. He then crashes due to loss of fuel in the plane and it heading off course. Brian miraculously survives by landing in a lake somewhere where he'll have to hunt, fight, and most importantly, survive. This entire story follows Brian as he goes on and explores the new area he must live and survive in. Although Brian has the odds stacked against him, he has a tool that most plane survivors wouldn't have. He has a hatchet. This allows Brian to grow and develop homes, tools, and most importantly, fire. Along with all this luck that Brian continues to have, there's an underlying problem that will always be there: his mental health. Although he's doing well and he's making a way and surviving, his mental health is not. Brian thought that once he had crashed, there would be a search party for him, then they would find him. Well, there was a search party, but the plane was set off course due to the heart attack. This made his chances of being found slim to nothing. As the days go on, he's slowly brought to a depressive state. This leads to a massive change in his behavior and his view in the world around him. Not to mention his changes in sight, hearing, and general sense for the area around him at a given time. In the end, the character ended up searching for plane supplies, and then he turned on the radio transmitter and he was saved by a pilot. After reading this story, in conclusion, this story demonstrates a real-life story that could have happened to anyone. In my opinion, it gives the perspective of anyone that this could have happened to, and it shows how truly unprepared we are if this actually happened. The world has changed. It's sad. There was a study that was done, and it stated that if you leave 100 people from today on an island and 100 people from around 500 years ago also on an island, and you checked about 100 years later, there would be nobody on the island with the people from today, in today's time and age of modern technology, and there'd be around 10,000 people from 500 years ago. This story demonstrates that lesson perfectly. People from today aren't prepared for events like this.